Hey guys, I'm Siggy here at Jafrum, home of the motorcycle gear experts, where our experts stand by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer all of your gear related questions. Today I'm going to introduce you to the carbon fiber models of HCI's 75 and 77 series. When I say they're the carbon fiber models, what this is in stating is that it is a full carbon fiber layer layered over a fiberglass shell. Extremely lightweight. The 75 series here in itself only weighs 3.2 pounds, which is equivalates to about 1.5 kilograms for those of you that are on the metric system. The 77 series, the only difference is the internal sunshade. You see here, you flip that forward, it's extremely glove friendly, and you pull back the sunshade. That only adds about 1/10 of a pound, so you're still looking right around that 3.2 to 3.3 pound margin, which is extremely light for any kind of helmet you would know. Now I'm going to go a little bit into the ventilation of this helmet. If you ask me, it's not up to my standard. It's not the type of ventilation and as much ventilation as I prefer. Everyone has their own thing. Some people prefer no ventilation whatsoever, but very subpar what comes through the bottom of the face shield as they crack it, or what comes out from under the helmet. Me, I like a lot of ventilation. I like to keep my head very cool. We notice it does have 2 crown vents here in the front, right at the top of the crown. And we also have a mouth vent here. Both of these will open. They have 2 stages, and same with these. They're 2-stage. They can open and close. That is minimal ventilation. The reason why I say it is because it does not have diffuser vents, it has no exhaust vents. The exhaust, or the air that's coming through the helmet, will naturally want to vent out through the collar. I don't prefer it just venting out through the collar. You know, however, to each his own. This is a carbon fiber helmet. For the price point, you really cannot go wrong with that price point though. Ventilation is probably my only quarrel when it comes to this helmet. Now let's go into the visor a little bit. Now both of these models do come with the clear visor or face shield for those of you who want to be technically correct. But they do have the smoke as well as the mirror that are available for changing out the shields. But you'll notice it's got the little left side flip up like most shields do have. You can pull it up and then pull it back down. It's not as crisp of an action as I prefer, but it does do what it needs to do, and it does come down for a nice suction and a nice seal around here. Now this also does have a quick release. I'm going to show you real quick. If we look here on the side, there's a lever. Once you put it in the full upright position, you can pull back on that lever, which opens it up to be pulled right out. It's that easy to take off. The other side works exactly the same. Once you're putting it back on, you'll line up that hole with the other hole, slide the back in first. Once you have the back in, you press that quick release in there, you pop it back in there, and it's in. That easy. Now I'm going to go over a little bit of the teardown of this helmet. Let me remove the shield. I showed you up close how to do it, but I'm going to do it real quick for the video's sake. We're going to tear this down here, take off our visor. Now, one thing you'll notice here on the front, our 77 series had that breath guard here that went across the front. This one had it as well. You can remove that if you do not like that. I prefer to not have the breath guard, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you up front, it is not meant to remove and put back in easily. So if you remove it, leave it out. If you want to put it back in, it will take a little bit of that tack or some glue or something to put it back in. Now I've removed that one. Now as we flip the helmet up right here, we'll notice that it has cheek pads like a lot of our other ones does with 4 snaps. We'll go in here, we'll undo all the snaps just by running your fingers up from the bottom of the cheek pad. And now I will pull the cheek pad out. A little bit of a warning, it can be a little bit of a pain to put back together. However, it is a upside that this helmet does tear down. There's a lot of helmets that don't even tear down at all. HCI is known for their half helmets, so that is actually a great feature that they've added in a full face helmet when this is something that they truly do not even specialize in. But their full face for the price point, like I said before, cannot be beat. I'll run my hands up under this other one. I'm doing the snaps, and I will pull it straight out. Boom, both cheek pads are out, and you can hand wash those, wash them however you need to, and set out to dry. I do recommend being gentle on them, even though the stitching does seem very quality, and the interior does feel quite nice. Now we do have 2 snaps in the back that I just snapped out, as well as, if you look here in the front, it just pulls out. I'm going to try to get you a good view of the front. It just pulls out. There's just like a little gasket in there. As you pull that gasket out, the whole crown pad liner comes out together, and it is one piece already contoured to fit the head. Now what we have here is a partly removable liner. It is 3 pieces of the liner that come out all together, both of your cheek pads as well as your crown pad liner. Those are the parts that mainly need to be cleaned. Those are really the main parts that have to be taken out and cleaned and taken care of. So the rest of it's not really a big deal for me, but that is what comes out. The neck roll does stay attached. Keep that in mind. But overall, for the price point for a carbon fiber helmet, HCI's 75 and 77 series cannot be beat. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please visit Jafrum.com. One of our online experts is there 24/7, or you can call us at 1-877-GO-HELMET. And remember, here at Jafrum, you do the riding, we'll let us go the extra mile.